Hello, Bloomies! Welcome back to Integrated Atelier. I'm Vinna. How has your week been? Mine has been quite busy. I worked 9 days in a row as a floral designer while preparing 2 different art proposals. One of them was rejected. Oh. And I'm still waiting to hear back about the other. Waiting can be difficult, especially when you've poured your energy, time, and heart into something. So this week, I decided to paint waiting in the form of a sunflower. This is the third sunflower in an ongoing series of emotional sunflowers. The first explored curiosity. The second became radiant chaos. And this one is about waiting. When you think about waiting, what comes to your mind? Boredom? Anxiety? Hope? Excitement? Or just simply nothing? For me, waiting often feels like a loop. Hope, possible disappointment, maybe rejection, a question mark, then hope again. Over and over until an answer finally arrives, whether it's yes, no, or something in between. At the same time, I've been working on a series of ocean wave drawings. Repeated waves, rising emotions, coming down and rising again. Looking at them now, I realized they were influenced by this sunflower as well. Both works seem to be circling around the same emotional landscape. For this piece, I used brush pens, drawing pens, acrylic ink, and shellac ink on 18 by 18 inch mixed media paper. I spent most of my attention on the center. I wanted to feel like a void, but not a colorless dark void. When all colors mix together, they become dark. So this void contains color, movement, and energy, almost like the eye of a storm. At some point during the process, I wasn't sure whether I was painting a sunflower or simply giving a swirling emotional state a visual form. The flowing lines were partially inspired by an older series of mine called Dancing Divas. Ironically, that series was also included in a mural proposal that was ultimately rejected. So now you probably understand why this sunflower looks more like an internal storm than a flower. Waiting was already happening, then rejection arrived and joined the conversation. Tears, questions, frustration, and hope all became part of the same image. This painting is almost finished now. As a designer, I can still see some areas that could be refined and resolved. As an artist, however, I think the work is complete. It feels raw, less constructed, less controlled than some of my previous works. But perhaps that's exactly what this moment required. Here are the previous sunflowers from the series. This one is Radiant Chaos, and this one is Curiosity. Looking at all three together, I realized that maybe I wasn't really painting sunflowers at all. Perhaps painting a sunflower was simply an excuse to begin. What I was actually painting were states of being. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. See you next time. Bye.